Welcome to the channel. This is Clarityempress, the Empress of Clarity, here to do a collective twin flame connection reading. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Comment in the comment section. Let me know if the reading resonates with you. Um, so I don't normally do this, right? So I can't really do it here because I don't think this deck is safe. But when we get to enough subscribers and views, I don't know what the magic number is. I got to come up with that. But I would say, I guess when we get to 5,000 subs and we get to over 1,000 views on average per video, then I'm going to start a private group. And in that private group, we're going to get real intimate on different occasions, not all the time. I can't bring this deck out. You see what it's called? I can't take this deck out on regular YouTube. It has to be a private group. I'm not really hiding anything, but I can't. I have another deck, very similar. And we really could get to the heart of the matter. It doesn't mean it has to reflect that word. All I'm saying is that we can get down to the heart of the matter with specific situations where we use different tools. But we're very restricted on this app publicly. So it's going to be in a private group again when we get to a point where the subscribers are over 5,000 and our average views on each video is around at least 1K at minimum. When we get there, we're going to have a private group. And then we're going to get down to the nitty gritty. We're going to have fun in the group, okay? It's not going to be super serious all the time. Yeah, no. It's going to be some nice stuff. But it's going to be special for my day ones and my private group people. So for now, we're going to stick with the tried and true. But we're growing this channel. As you can see, the numbers are going up. People are subscribing, and that's all good. But let's keep this thing going. All right. We'll get to that. We shall definitely get to private group status. I mean, I could do a private group now, but I really want it to be a little bit bigger, a lot bigger, actually. All right, Spirit, give me a message for the collective. What do they need to know and or be aware of about their twin flame or higher level soulmate connection? Oh, Spirit, give me a message for the collective. Oh, that fell out. So, first card, the answer is yes, and the next card is mute. So, yes, this is a twin flame that you're not speaking to, or they not speaking to you. Y'all not speaking. And mute is a pause. So that means right now, y'all not talking. At the moment, there's no conversation. There's nothing. Y'all may not even be looking at each other, or somebody looking at the other person, but there is no communication right now. Okay, point blank. Tell me more. All right, in a hidden energy, somebody desires, if not both of y'all, desire to compromise though. So there is a desire for commitment, for connection and communication, but it has to come with a compromise. Tell me more. Huh. Sounds like it requires some patience. Somebody needed time to grow, to come to understanding of what this connection is. But there's also some hidden energy of why There's patience required. Tell me more. Trying to raise their vibration. Somebody was behaving at a lower vibrational frequency. So somebody was for the streets, I heard, and now they gotta raise their vibration, or they are. Bottom of the deck. Summer. So by this summer, that's approaching, and that's approaching. Somebody's about to, or is in the process of raising their vibration, changing their frequency, connected with different people and different energies. Tell me more. Tell me more about the answer is yes. So Spirit already said yes, this is your twin flame, higher soulmate connection one at a time. Self-worth was a problem in the past. Somebody had to build up their self-worth. So in the twin flame connection, right? It is usually about a self-worth issue because your twin will trigger you. They will trigger you, they will get on your last nerve, and how much of it can you take before it's just disrespectful, if not initially, you know um, to the point where it has to trigger your boundaries, so that you build up your self-worth and your tolerance or your patience for yourself. You know what I mean? So in a twin flame connection, your self-worth is one of the main things that is challenged and tested, because your twin flame, maybe the runner, is somebody that's going to keep trying to pull you in, maybe push you out, pull you in, push you out, like play games. They will play games because they're not ready for the connection initially. And it's almost like what the chaser will do is keep coming toward their twin flame, trying to get them to stay still and focus on the connection and not self-sabotage the connection and all that. Meanwhile, your twin is seeing that as a joke, a game. It's something that they could keep doing if you let them. But what happens when your self-worth gets activated, you stop in your tracks. You stop chasing that person. You say, hold on. You you went 10 meters, I went 10 meters. Then you went 10 more. Now I gotta go 10 more. Then you went 10 more. Now I gotta go 10 more. Hold on. Stop. Just stop. And they don't, no. They gotta keep looking back, seeing that you're chasing them. And meanwhile, the more they run, the further away you get. The further away you get. And then y'all become mute and y'all not talking. Tell me more, Spirit. Because the chaser stops chasing at some point. And they start to regret. Why? Because they took you too far. They activated your self-worth. Your boundaries got higher than they've ever been. And now this person can't communicate with you at all. And so they go on regret. But regret tells me there's a lot of ego issues. And they did things that were based on ego decisions. And they're also shameful for the things that they knew or maybe what they're about. Tell me more with compromise. Tell me more about compromise. This person was stuck and unwilling. So they might have been emotionally stunted or emotionally unavailable and just stuck in their ways. This is the type of person that'll tell you, everybody always leaves me, trying to get you to chase them. Or they may say, I'm just not good enough for you, to get you to feel like they don't have to shift anything in their life for you because they just already don't feel good enough. So you can go build their esteem up, validate them some more. You have to have a certain level of emotional intelligence to deal with your twin flame, because you got to know when it's just the hurt talking or the games are playing, or a combination of. And then you have to evaluate yourself and decide how much it is are you willing to put up with before you're just tired and over it. A twin flame connection will have you in a doing mental gymnastics, trying to anticipate the needs of your person, because one, you love them, so you want to anticipate their needs, but then two, you're trying to get them to stop all their whatever drama that they got going on internally that's coming out externally towards you. All right, so hey, Fagori. So there, the challenge and the lesson here is change, metamorphosis, and patience. So I often tell y'all on my channel about the butterfly effect, right? I'm talking about when a caterpillar goes into the chrysalis, creates the chrysalis, stays in the chrysalis, and starts to form into the butterfly, and how important their exit from that chrysalis is crucial to the development of the actual butterfly, so that the wings develop and they become a flying butterfly. Otherwise, if they're helped out of their cocoon, they become malformed and maybe never become a fully fledged butterfly. That is very similar with people. It's like you cannot do the work for somebody on themselves. They have to put in that level of work in order for them to reach their potential or beyond, right? And you notice there's butterflies on this card. So there is someone that maybe requires some patience, and that's a challenge. To have patience with somebody who's already taken you through it and already played games and already pushed you into holding up boundaries and getting your self-worth up, that can cause a lack of patience because they're still trying to figure out who they are and transform into that. Tell me more. Thank you. Oh, that's two, but I'll take it. Ooh, so the likely outcome is commitment and divine timing. So this will come. So this is why patience is needed, because it's a divine timing issue. You know what I mean? It's a divine timing issue, meaning you can't really determine when somebody grows, when somebody changes, when somebody turns into whatever they need to, or whatever they're meant to be. You may see their potential. You might see their potential, but only they can determine if they're going to use their potential. And one of the things I learned about potential that I share with you all on this channel is that potential is what you would do if you were in their shoes, right? How you see someone's potential is what you would do with their circumstances. All right, so bottom of the deck, what's happening this summer? This person is going through their awakening this summer. They may already be in the process or in the throes of an awakening, but by summer you're going to see significant changes in this person. Um, if you haven't already, or you new subscriber, or you never subscribed before, go to the shorts that I put up. And there is a short that I put up today or yesterday. And in that short, it's about a person who he talks about the consequences of trauma, and how, you know, yeah, you may forgive a person, right? But to change behavior. The feeling safe with somebody takes time, patience, divine timing. It takes at least 2 years for the body to not forget the trauma, but heal from the trauma of someone's lying. It takes about 2 years for them to be consistent with you before you can fully believe that they actually have changed. And when you get somebody in your life playing with you over and over and over again, taking you through cycles of that, it's going to be real difficult to believe them, even though they have this awakening. It's not easy to accept or to not be hyper vigilant when somebody, when they, oh, I'm sorry, I did this, and that to you. But you need to see change behavior. There's no way around it. You have to see that apology has to be accompanied with this metamorphosis. And again, they're going to have patience with you to be able to feel safe with them and be able to trust them, because they damaged the situation, they damaged the connection. So, a lot of people want to be, they want to hear about twin flames because they feel like they have one. But this ain't for the faint of heart. I'm trying to tell you, this ain't nothing you really want to experience. Maybe the soul signed up for this. Okay, I believe that the soul could sign up for this, but that 3D flesh going through this kind of energetic exchange with somebody, this cyclic circle, so just so you can grow and they can grow too, is painful, because you're both simultaneously going through a metamorphosis. There's major growth and development happening for you and them. And ultimately, what spirit would want you to experience is your higher self coming through, even in the 3D, really accessing that deep connection of to yourself, really, because the twin flame journey is really a connection to self. You two are contracted to meet in this world at a specific date and time. You meet, and then a series of events create something within you to grow you. It's not supposed to always be bad, not either, but it is supposed to teach you something. You gotta learn something from it. If you don't learn something from the journey, then you failing in your mission, because you're not perfect, neither are they, and there's a reason why you go through the cycles you go through. Maybe it's that this person pulls out your parent wound, and then you guys are healing your inner child together. Different backgrounds, different scenarios, different situations, but very similar in that you needed them and they needed you at that moment in time so that you can grow. Doesn't mean you're going to end up together, but it definitely means that there was a purpose in this connection. I have, my twin flame situation is healing. It helped heal and is still helping to heal my father wounds, right? Now, some of us have both parent wounds, some of us just have mother wounds, some of us have father wounds, abandonment issues, all of that, right? But one of the things I realized that this connection was helping me to connect with is the fact that I have a very emotionally unavailable father. And it helped me understand who he really is in my life and what he was about. And, I'm not seeking anything from that father figure, my father. I'm not seeking anything. I had everything I needed growing up. I did. Whether it was from the village or even from him, but I got what I needed. But it helped me heal maybe some resentment issues I've had. I still don't really like a man sometimes, but I don't resent him. I'm accepting this is who he is. And if the twin flame journey works according to plan, I would say you're going to heal from a lot, and you're going to continue to heal because, again, we never are just fully healed. We're always learning who we are. There's layers to this. So I might have healed one aspect about him, and then the next thing you know, something else pop up, and I'm like, oh, damn, I thought I was over this. I'm not. I got to get over that part now. Okay, and maybe I'm in a period of not worrying about anything, and then something pops up. I got to be able and have to be flexible to deal with it. Your twin flame can be pulling a lot out of you. Things you didn't even realize that you were, you know, holding on to, wouldn't release, wouldn't let it go. Um, you carried it in, and it stunted your growth too, because again, we store trauma in our body and in our psyche, right? Our emotional body, right? So a lot of times we lash out in a certain way because we experience a certain trauma that makes us react as if we're that age we experienced that trauma. So you know, I brought it up before, but I'm gonna bring it up again. Like Kendrick Lamar made a really good point about Drake, and I don't know Drake personally, so it doesn't really matter to me. I'm not a fan. And he said something about Drake being 37 but showing up dramatically as 7. I don't know, I forgot how he worded it, but I picked it up and I was like, uh-huh. That's called arrested development. It's called probably other things too, but he's basically saying that this man is a man child who, yes, he might be an adult, but he has the temperament of a 7-year-old at times. And he might be right. The attitude, you know what I mean? The way he responds to things may be very uh pre-adolescent, you know? So twin flames, I'm just saying to say, really bring you to a certain level of understanding about yourself. Where and how you show up in the world, and how you heal and how you feel about yourself and your inner child. I had a client. Well, she's not my client at the time, but sometimes I talk to people I know, and I'm their client, they're my client, for whatever. We barter services, whatever. Okay, so I'm talking to her, and I'm explaining to her that, you know, what she's saying to me, and this was just conversation, sounded like she was wounded as a child, and she keeps trying to stop that feeling, that shame, that hurt, that regret from happening again. So it allows people, she would allow people, or basically people please, to stop from feeling like people are mad at her or that she did something wrong when she didn't do anything wrong. You know, when you start going through a twin flame journey, you may not get there yet, but you start recognizing whether you're people pleasing. This person will expose a lot of you that you did. I'm telling you, you wouldn't even know that you had certain issues. You wouldn't even be, it's almost like you were never aware that this was you. You were doing these things. There may be things that they do to you that you're like, I know I did that before. You may not remember when you did it, but you remember? It'll come to you like, wow. Now you might have done it 20 years ago, 15, 5 years ago, 2 years ago, whatever. But you see it in your twin flame in how they handle you, or how they handle people in general. Tell me more about the self-worth, spirit. Tell me more. Yeah, so in the past energy, somebody settled a lot with their self-worth. They just took it. This is what I'm talking about. The energy she gave me was that I just settle for pleasing people because I just don't want people to leave my life. I don't want people to be angry with me. I don't want people to be talking about me. I don't want them to be mad. And as I explained to her, well, you're gonna have to accept the fact that you can't change people. You cannot make people not mad at you if they choose to be mad. And you're gonna have to accept that that can happen, right? And not do things to try to stop it because you can't always control it. I can't tell you how many people get mad at me and act like they never met me because I call them out on their stuff. That's just who I am. And most of the times I say to them, you haven't just met me, right? You have met me before, right? So you know that I'm a very frank individual, very direct individual, and I'll tell you just how I feel, even if it don't resonate with you. I'm still going to tell you. So if you make me public enemy number one, that's a you problem. If I'm just speaking my opinion, and especially if we're in a dialogue about that, it's not a random, let me just give you all my opinion. It's we having a dialogue. So you're not going to like what I got to say. Don't make me an enemy, but people will do it. They'll project. All of a sudden, I'm the problem. When we were just talking about your problem, how did I become the problem? You get what I'm saying? People will deflect, and you're not even wrong. Let me out, y'all. Tell me more, spirit. Ooh, they regret. So somebody regrets how this twin flame, not somebody. This twin flame regrets how they treated you. With this pride and ego, this person may have had a God complex. They may have acted like you weren't good enough. They may never have taken accountability for their actions. They were too prideful. If they had to come down off of their made up pedestal and address you and been accountable for their actions, that would be saying to you and signaling to you, I'm definitely not good enough for you. But when people don't do that, is because they can't accept their own flaws and they can't acknowledge their flaws and take responsibility. So that pride and ego goes real far and is definitely a precursor to shame. And a lot of people live in their shame body where they just, you know, I'm gonna put up a video about that to a doctor I'll follow. I love to add people's content because really, y'all, I'm not an expert in anything. I just learn as I go, and I compartmentalize, and I, you know, try to understand the world around me through what I learn, and I learn from others. Maybe that's the Sagittarius rising in me, but I'm very much into learning, especially about myself. And this doctor talked about what shame does. It's deep. So I'm going to upload that and try to connect it to this video. Tell me more, Spirit. If I can make it a short, I will, but I don't know. She took it longer than a short. Tell me more. Admired. So this person wants to compromise. Oh, Spirit said they stuck on you. Some people, all right, there's two scenarios. Somebody might be stuck in their transformation and their metamorphosis. They may not be, that may be a failure to thrive. They're not really growing. They're not really getting it. And then there's somebody who's stuck on you. They admire only you. They only want to compromise and be with you. This is somebody in that stage of awakening where they starting to realize who you are versus who you weren't. Whatever they made up in their mind, they're starting to erase that because now they're starting to deal with the reality of who you are. Tell me more. Yeah, this person is guided. Oh, a spirit said they lack guidance. That's a problem. This person lacks your light, your guidance, your support, your direction, your nurturing. They love the way you fed them out here, and their stomach really resonated with you. But this is somebody who the spirit said they need more of you, and specifically you, not more of you like options. Spirit said they need more of you. They require you, but you require them to be healthier coming toward you. You require somebody working on themselves. You require accountability. You require respect. Tell me more. There's more than one card, but I'm gonna take it. Yes, surrenders here. Divine timing. Somebody's gonna be able to surrender to this connection and release what no longer serves them. God bless them. So as this person is awakening, they get into a stage of surrender. So somebody is going through a major transformation, a death and rebirth process right now. There's judgment on the table with this surrender and release. Somebody is like, I need another opportunity to get this right. I need another opportunity for this commitment. Somebody is praying. If they never prayed before, they praying now, y'all. They putting in their effort and their work. Like, you know what? I need this to work out for me and my collective. I need it to manifest a certain way. This person is seeking blessings through a release. They may be letting go an aspect of themselves. They may be letting go of other people, places, and things in their life. But this is a major, I have to change now. Awakening. Bottom of the deck, ascending. Woo! Get the right one card. So this summer, your person is awakening, ascending, soaring to great heights. They are leveling up, is what I'm hearing. Not just in a physical form, but in a spiritual form. Somebody's leveling up. It's like a person is accessing who they're meant to be. They're accessing their potential and beyond. Whatever that looks like, that's what they're doing. They're accessing that. They're pulling on that energy from multiple sources for them. This is a person that goes out and grounds now. They'll walk barefoot because they heard it was good, but it's really grounding. They'll go hug a tree because they heard somebody say it and they really start to feel something. This person is releasing material attachments. Yeah. This person is letting go of any other party that was interfering in the connection. This person is releasing. Tell me more about surrender and release. Oh, one at a time. I just need one spirit, just one. Come on. All right. Oh shit. They releasing the third party, y'all. I can't make this up. Whoever your twin flame is, they have whatever third party they had, whether it's friend, family, or romantic connection, they are releasing the third party. That is coming to an end. That is the likely outcome. This person admires you. They're stuck on you. They're having ego death. And they are done with this third party. Like done, dun, 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 dun. Like this person is over it. This third party ain't it. It might have been. It might have been what they thought, in the past it was going to be something else, and it turned out to not be. That's what they're coming to a conclusion about. This person is realizing third party ain't it. And I'm being real nice by saying ain't it. This third party's uh, a time waster, Spirit said. They like to waste time. They like to stall your person so that they lose out on an opportunity with you. They're trying to stall. They're trying to, I heard, put a jackhammer to it. You know what a jackhammer is, right? Somebody's trying to cut away at something. Yeah. They're gonna cut this third party off, but I feel like the third party is trying to cut back. Tell me more about pride and evil spirit. So I don't know if I said it out my mouth, but I heard it in my head. Somebody got abandonment issues. There's definitely with the mute, y'all not talking, and the communication has been abandoned. Therefore, this person feels abandoned. And out here they're spiraling. I feel bad for this person because something tells me they didn't get a good grip at life. They didn't get maybe love, nurture, and support. This person might have been hounded for whatever they can offer the parent. I'm getting a lot right now. I don't know, y'all. This is now I'm bugging. Now I'm channeling all kind of stuff. I'm gonna get back on task. All right, let's get some tarot on this. There's abandonment issues here, y'all, and that's part of the aspect of healing in these third party connections. Because not third party, twin flame connections. Why? Because the runner and chaser dynamic creates a bit of that abandonment issue. Tell me more. So we got a King of Pentacles up and a Knight of Cups in reverse. So there's definitely settling. There's moody fickleness. There may even be poverty here or a lack of integrity with somebody that's creating self-worth issue. This person could have been trying to use a person, maybe you, use people in the past, because my King of Pentacles in reverse is a very corrupt individual. Knight of Cups is more about moody, fickle energy. 1 minute they hot and cold, emotionally hot and cold. That they're emotionally available one moment and not the next. They don't have consistency. More twos coming out. Okay, and two cards. We got the Two of Pentacles in reverse and the Two of Wands. So somebody was at a crossroads at one point and they know what direction they want to go in, but they can't seem to get it right with the Two of Pentacles in reverse. They can't seem to balance life, love. They can't balance the connection out. This person can get tunnel vision. Oh yeah, and they are. When I say they stuck on you, this person loses sleep at night over you. I heard smoking cigarettes tonight. What song is that? It's not Erykah Badu. Smoking cigarettes at night. NDRE? I don't know. Somebody smoking cigarettes. Maybe Erykah. I don't know. Somebody smoking cigarettes at night. Somebody smoking something, drinking something, trying to cope. So your third party, Lord, the third party and or your person, the twin flame, could be numbing because they stressed out and anxious over you. Damn, twos again. So now we got the King of Cups and the Ten of Swords in reverse. So, the worst has taken place, but the Ten of Swords in reverse is Ace of Swords. Really, the truth is coming out, and the worst that has happened. But this person is very fickle in their energy, very non-committal, very emotionally unavailable, very manipulative energy. Because the King of Cups in reverse is known to play with your heartstrings. This person might have been the kind of person who wanted to see you fold or wanted to see you react to the things that they would do. You know what I mean? Like, it gave them a sense of power to see you respond and or react when they did something to you. So they would be manipulative on purpose just to get a rise in or reaction out of you. I don't get that it's working like that anymore, but that's what they tried. They did all manner of things emotionally to for you to validate them. And sometimes those control issues would take over this person just to get them to get validation from you. I heard that this person doesn't want anybody else to validate them. Like they're not interested in the third party. So if the third party reacts to something they do, they don't care. It's you they care about. It's your reaction that they want. But they did the most with the Ten of Swords. They did the most to the point where you turned it into a victory for you. You transmuted this energy and turned it into a victory for you, meaning you know the truth, you know how they behave, and guess what? They can't get worse than that. Yeah, Ten of Cups in reverse. Whatever situation this person has, this doesn't really have much to do with you. It's more about this third party. Whatever they thought they had, whatever love, they now have a broken home, broken relationships. Whatever the situation is with the third party, no matter who the third party is, it's broken. It's I hear irreconcilable. That's using my judgment and reverse card. But this is irreconcilable. Like whatever they got going with this third party, they want out, and they will not repeat it when they exit this situation. It's more of a when they walk away, it's permanent. It's not the back and forth that it used to be. Bottom of the deck, because you are the Empress. This is the second time she out. This mother energy is strong right now. Like I'm hearing Luke, the force is strong. I don't even know if I'm saying that right, but I'm hearing Star Wars in my head. The mother energy ain't no joke right now as we speak it. Okay, the Empress is here. This is where this person is ascending to this summer. So if you were here and you're listening to this and you wanted to know the time frame of a possible reconciliation, is this summer, and wherever you are in the world, whatever summer starts for you, it's going to happen in that time frame of summer. Also, summer also gives me not just time frame, but like sunlight, good fun days, right? So it's during a good time of celebration when the sun is shining and everybody is happy. You know, summer is indication of vacations and fun. So it could be something that happens on a vacation or just during a fun time, you know. But ultimately I feel the time frame of there's some reconciliation would be with this Empress energy, which would be you, I would think. And you could be a male or female, doesn't matter. You are creativity, you are abundance, you are a blessing, you are divine feminine energy. And it was going to take this masculine King of Cups, King of Pentacles in reverse, King of Cups in reverse, Knight of Cups in reverse energy to turn things around by releasing, surrendering, sacrificing a third party, breaking this whole Ten of Cups facade up, because this was fake. This was never real. Whatever they had with the third party didn't matter. It wasn't ever real. This person wears these swords heavily, okay? It weighs this person down like the Ten of Wands. They don't know how they can go on. They want to communicate with you so badly. They want to just hear your voice. They want to know that you love and you forgive them. They need your nurture. They need your touch. They need your softness. But this person is going to have to finish this release. They're going to have to end this in order to even begin to see your softness again. Because I get guarded energy when I see people got third parties. That just automatically red flags is up. You already mute with this person, so you ain't talking to them. For what? What we talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like Spirit is like, what we talking about? We not talking about nothing. What you being about? Period. So this person needs to change everything. their energy, their mind, their environment. You can't heal in an environment that made you sick. So if this third party is got broken home, broken dreams, shattered this, shattered that, you know what I'm saying, sorrow and misunderstandings and all of that, this person has to leave that environment that created that to begin to heal. And if they come back to you prematurely, uh, I don't know, because this year is the year to 8, y'all. I can tell you right now. And a lot of people have been in spin the block energy. But if you're not coming right to a person, don't come to them as a child. I don't see my divine femmes, my divine masculines allowing someone who with ill intentions or immature intentions to just come up in their space and reconnect. Not this year. Not this year. This year the 8 ain't no joke. And there's some plutonium. Somebody sent me a video and I didn't get the chance to watch it. Hey, what's up, Black Cherry? I didn't get a chance to see it yet, but was that you that sent me that, Black Cherry? About the plutonian energy got people going through heavy healing. I feel like it was you. I feel like it was you. I know I gotta watch that, but I saw the byline. It is okay, so I'm gonna go back and find it. Cause that I didn't even have to watch it to know everybody I talked to today. It was about 3 different people. I had serious, heavy duty conversations with each and every person that I know is experiencing some karma, some emotional damage, some heavy weighted situations. And all I could do, y'all, is hold space. And some of the situations I identified with, some I didn't, but I just held space for them because I just felt like it was the day for that. 3 mothers actually in 3 majorly different scenarios, but everybody needed that space today. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna give grace. Like I didn't feel no need to, cut a conversation off, but it was heavy. Like I had to make sure for me, I wasn't absorbing and making their problem my problem. You get what I'm saying? But I held space for them because sometimes we just need that. It definitely is a day of release. It really is. Like one of my associates, we talk maybe once or twice a year, but she is getting sued by a tenant who was in an Airbnb situation in our house and came up with a trump of charges and lies to try to sue her for a huge amount of money, and she's going to need a good chunk just to fight it. Some of which can be easily proven, but the whole point is a lawsuit. So, when the law is involved, it's a whole different thing. And this person set her up for failure. Mm-mm. And then another situation. All 3 of them are mothers, but not all of them were about mothering, right? Another situation, the mother is having a hard time releasing the stepdaughter who wants to be out there in them streets. She wanted to go, so the parents said, all right, got a time limit, and you need to go because you're not going to linger on in here playing with us and being disrespectful. And now this daughter is doing manipulation in the village, making other people think that they did something to her, which they didn't do. But all they did was show her love. If I wasn't firsthand experienced to a lot of it, like I told her, I said that child could have easily convinced me and other people not to be against you, but that poor her, when I see she's the issue and she needs some therapy and some support. It's been very interesting, the energies that we are all experiencing on different levels. And the other scenario is a spouse situation. So it's like, whew, this is a day of release, y'all. Somebody is getting releasing third parties, things that no longer serve them. Why? Because I'm hearing I can't. I can't. I'm hearing somebody saying I can't do it no more. I have to ascend. I need my Empress energy. Somebody also knew with this twin flame connection, they knew even before this third party, or somehow, regardless of the third party that they're releasing, that you are a better option, choice, you were better everything. But they still went with the people pleasing. They still went with the pride and ego. They tried it. They may have thought they could replace you with this third party, and not, and they couldn't, and didn't, and it did not work out. And now this person is kind of trying to cut this person out. And honestly, I'm hearing that it's hard. So it feels almost like you got to cut your hand off to get it out the handcuffs, whatever the commitment is. Oh, shoot. I didn't even realize this was here too. The commitment. This person is trying to cut out the commitment with the third party. And it feels like they cut a piece of them out just to get away from them. Yo, when you for the streets, you learn. You right. The streets don't love nobody. This child, the girl I'm talking about, she left her parents with 10 grand in March. At the end of March, she had 10 grand. She got almost less than 3 grand right now in her bank account. Y'all, it's just early May. She had half the money within a month's time. She had on a little less than 5 grand. That was a week or two ago. I spoke to them. It's just constantly going down. They have access. She's young enough for them to see her account, but it's crazy to me that she's depleting. And like I explained to the mom, when you are in your divine feminine goddess energy, hear me, y'all. When you are vibrating high, people are blessed in your vibration. They are blessed by your energy. Some of you are praying people, so they may be blessed by your prayers. But the thing is, you are more powerful and magnetic than you know. So all your blessings impact those who are within your tribe, your circumference. Like you bless other people just by being you, okay? So what I pointed out to the mom in the scenario is you notice that when she was with you, she was thriving. Her bank account was going up. She had money prior to making the decision to leave. Now, when she left, she went into the arms. Well, she has a room that I guess she rents, but she also went into the arms of a narcissistic boyfriend that's trying to turn her against her family and say that they don't love her because she wants to be with him. Not because they don't love her. I don't even know what he's trying to use because it wouldn't be valid. She was very well raised. However, she want to go see the world, and she want to go do it with somebody who's telling her what to do and bleeding her dry as she does it. She doesn't seem to, and she's been prepped with banking advice. Uh, Mom and dad got all these books to help her learn how to budget her money, and all of this stuff she kicks completely to the wayside. And what I just heard is that this person tried to kick an empress to the wayside. Ooh, why would you do that? Why would your pride and ego tell you to do that? But anyway, I'm hearing they tried to kick an empress energy to the wayside, and every time they did that runner chaser dynamic and that push and pull, almost every time probably every time there was a separation, they had a calamity. Spirit said there was a major happening in their life. Now they might have consistently had bad things, especially with a Ten of Cups in reverse situation. Cops could be called to their house. There's all kinds of fights, all kinds of drama, all kinds of ugliness, turmoil, and stuff in the home, right? But it would extend itself because they would lose your protection by being away. They lose it. What's this? Oh, thank you. Thank you, sir. You know what I mean? So, yeah. But listen, you said she going to regret. That's already here somewhere. I don't know where it is right now. Yeah, regret is already here. She got to hit rock bottom. The problem is, the parents were getting ready to hold a meeting with some of the people of their village that want to support this girl, and they're listening to her as if she is the victim of them when she's not. She has a core mother wound. To give it some context, she has a mother wound where her mother was off the chain and very manipulative and said things to her like, what she say? Um, you want to see me? And the child like, yeah. Well, then you can't tell your dad what's going on over here. So, at a very young age, the mother was teaching her to keep secrets from the people that were taking care of her and love her because she's embarrassed and shamed over the things that she chooses to do. Now I hear the child, and she's 20 by the way. She has seen mugshots of her mother. I guess public records is really public, so she's seen some things that explain her mom's character, and she don't like it. So running to her and definitely ain't the option no more. If she thought she could. So it's crazy right now with a lot of people in these twin flame connections, higher level soulmates, friends, and family are all being ripped apart to be put together right. Whether it's we gonna be mute forever or we gonna mend and repair, is one or the other. It's no we gonna keep this thing going the same way stuff. No. Mm-mm. There gotta be a major release. It has to be a metamorphosis. Has to be a change that occurs within the connection. Or then there's no change, there's no growth, and there's no benefit to doing anything with it. Listen, mother daughter hurt, mother son hurt, father daughter hurt, father son hurt. That you ain't, you cannot measure pain. You can't measure pain. Hey, Monica. One of the things too, as another video I'm going to upload. There's no, I'm not uploading that. I'm sorry, I didn't save it. There's no measurement to pain. I'll give you an example of what I saw today, and it touched me because it's real. Somebody's, I think, younger sister was a child. They were at church, and the child left her drawing downstairs in the church, and they were getting ready to leave. And the older sister, who was probably like a teenager at the time, said to the little one, it's all right. We got paper at home, or we can buy you paper. That's not that big a deal. But the child was already crying. And the father stepped in and said, now, you're old enough that if you left something that belonged to you that you cared about downstairs, you could simply walk down there and get it, but she can't. She feels helpless, and it's important to her. So maybe your phone or your wallet is important to you. Her paper is important to her. So if she feels pain, her pain is valid because she's missing out on something she cared about. And it's only right that we respect how she feels and support and help her. So they walked down in there and they got her paper. It's not okay to diminish how she feels, because then she's going to grow up diminishing how she feels for other people because people never respected her pain. Y'all, I was like, word? Yes, dad for the win. Dad taught me, and I ain't my daddy. You know what I'm saying? We can't diminish. I used to, not used to. I still hear this and I correct people every time they say it, because so many times when we grow our children, or if we, whether you got children or not, people will say, oh, but that's a girl. If it's a boy, they let them go roam the neighborhood, do whatever, right? But if it's a girl, no, she can't do that. She can't go there. She can't go there. Um, a little boy could be impacted just like a girl. I don't know why people make the distinction that because the boy is a boy and the girl is a girl, that she should have less freedom and he should have more freedom, when they need discipline and they need structure and they need protection equally. Like, we don't need to differentiate that. A friend of mine, never forget this. So my neighbor, she was my neighbor, but now she's my friend. But my neighbor down the street was really distraught one day because her son, who was riding bikes with his friend, stopped by his friend's house and went inside. And the dog bit her son, and it drew blood. So they didn't have any paperwork to prove that the dog didn't have rabies. So of course she had to take the child to the hospital to deal with the bite. And they are required by law, I believe, to give rabies shots to a person that does not know whether or not the dog had actual rabies. They couldn't produce anything to prove it. So um one of the things I said to her was, when I was growing up and I used to ride bikes with my friends at that age, I was told by my parents, you can go anywhere you want to go on that bike. Don't go in anybody's house. Now, I didn't understand why. Honestly, I wasn't of age to understand, comprehend. They didn't break it down. They just told me, and I just obeyed. They told me don't do it. I just didn't do it. That's how I didn't want to get in no trouble. But now as an adult, I understand. And this is what I said to my friend. You're lucky, unfortunately, it was a dog that bit your child. Because it could have been somebody, if you get what I'm saying. We should teach our children not to just be in people's houses, especially people we don't know. Because going in people's homes that we don't know, maybe not family or whatever, they could fall victim and become somebody's prey, and they can get bit a whole nother way. So if I were you, this is what I said to her, I would teach my son not to be going in people's houses. There's nothing in that house that they need to be in there for. If you don't know them personally, they don't have no business in that house. That would minimize a lot of problems. So you got to keep in mind that we can't minimize anybody's pain. Going back to the reading, somebody is releasing a third party. Whoever the third party is, they are, I just heard, succubus energy, because they suck all the happiness out of somebody's life with this 10 of Cups in reverse. They take all the joy, the sun, the happiness. They even could put this person in depression. This person is cutting that out. They was like, you know what? I don't need that no more. I need my Empress. This is why they want to awaken and ascend this summer toward their Empress. But this person got to finish this journey with this third party. They have to finish it. It's time to end it. The likely outcome is it's going to come to an end. Okay? So somebody done. And that's good. Now we ain't gotta do that. Well, when is it gonna happen? Empress and Empress. I'm about to say Empress energy. Clarityempress. When is that gonna happen? It's gonna happen this summer. By this summer, on or before the summer come in. Somebody is going through the lessons and having the understanding as we speak. As we speak. Oh, where's the deck I pulled out? Or did I put it back? I did. Oh, no, I didn't. Here it is. So as we speak, y'all, somebody's going through a growth, a metamorphosis, and transformation. So we gonna talk. We gonna talk through these cards here. Spirit said the gateway of light activation through because of what's his name, Kyle Gray. We're gonna use Kyle Gray's. I like this author of Oracle cards. But my first one happened to be through him. He's really deep. Also, I like how culturally diverse these cards feel. Like he's intentional. Like I need to see diversity in my cards. You know. All right, Spirit, give me a message for the collective. But they need to know about this release. I heard sweet release too, because it's gonna be such a relief once they do what they gotta do. It's just a lot going on to get them there. Solar light upgrade. Solar plexus chakra, inner fire, willpower. Somebody is finding their willpower to change. They're getting courage up. This is that Leo fire energy. This person is really not trying. Spirit said they're not trying, they're doing. They're doing the work some kind of way that the work is being done. And it does involve you as a twin flame, because when you pull back your energy and they have to rely on their energy, it does force choices. It does force a change. It forces a change. It's either you change or not. Like either you thrive or you don't. You know, either way, that's a decision. But either you thrive or you don't. Tell me more. I am presence. Light body activation, accessing the divine within. I want to read what he says about these cards to give more context to how he feels. But I just feel like somebody's really activating right now with the awakening card and the ascension. That's what's happening. There's an awakening and ascension between both of these cards. Tell me more. This is what this whole Pluto season is about. It's time to release a lot of that pain. It's time to bring it to the surface, access it, and transmute it. Period. Put in the chat what you think the name of this reading is. If you saw it from the beginning, it's a twin flame connection. I need to change this title. I mean, not completely, but enough to give just the gist. One at a time, please. Spirit, not the whole deck. Please and thank you. Maybe that's the message. The Holy Grail, inner discovery, finding sacredness. You are what you seek. Wow. Let me see. And then the Emerald Tablet activation, cosmic ordering, divine alchemy, and conscious manifesting. Y'all, I feel like dropping the mic. I don't even know what these cards mean as far as what he could say, but intuitively, this is saying exactly what I just finished saying about this ascension. Y'all. And these three cards have the same color. And you can see in this deck, everything ain't sunny. You know what I'm saying? But all the light is coming through now. So somebody has learned some serious lessons. You know what I'm saying? Somebody, and I'm getting chills. Somebody, all of those with the brightest cards in the deck. Somebody is going through major transformation. And it has everything to do with this Empress feminine energy that they don't have access to right now. It's like the divine femme is that light, and that third party is the dark. And this person is like, get me out of the dark. I think I got to do what I got to crawl out of this dark. And they're realizing the Empress is on her pedestal because she deserves to be. And she's not coming for this person. She's already shown the light. She's already fought the fight. Bars. All right, so let's see. Solar light upgrade. What we talking about? Cause I love his I love Kyle's truth. Like what he says, be deep, y'all. Deep, deep, deep. And I gotta turn this air off and take it down. I'm tired. I'll do something tomorrow because I don't have no Mother's Day plans other than to relax. Whew. I wanted to do some gardening, but I heard it's gonna rain, so now I'm disappointed about that. But I ain't going to no restaurant. I used to work in the restaurant industry. I don't do holidays in no restaurants because that's dangerous to my body. Anyway, the solar plexus chakra is found just above the belly button in the pit of the stomach. It's the energetic, speak right, girl. It's the energetic gateway that governs our gut, our instincts, and on an energetic level, our willpower and drive. This space can be described as a glowing sun. It is a space of warmth that gives us necessary focus and energy to fulfill our purpose and realize our dream. Look, I feel like I'm at a poetry reading. Anyway, when the solar light gateway opens up, our solar plexus becomes an infinite well of light. Hold on, y'all. Turn the page. In the pit of our being, the source of daily inspiration and ancient wisdom. When we feel our willpower increasing, we are remembering that we have prepared for many incarnations for the opportunities we have today. Place both your hands on the pit of your stomach, breathe to them, visualizing a great fiery light switching on. Call your solar power up and out. Your message is the light of the great central sun is shining on you, activating you to push onward and create. This is a perfect time to move forward with projects, goals, and intentions. Align your energy with whatever you are ready to create and experience. Focus on what you are ready to grow and where you are ready to expand. As you focus on your goals, you are giving them energetic encouragement and flourish to flourish and open like the warm summer sun kissing the ground. Encouraging the flowers to grow and bloom. The sunlight has arrived. It is here in you now. And what do we have right here? What do we have right here? Summer sun, y'all. We'll leave that right there. Let me see. I am presence. So I am activations are usually the beginning of the solar plexus affirmations. You know what I mean? That's when you say, I am abundant. I am love. I am happy. I am worthy. I am. You know what I mean? That's in that solar plexus region of who you are. You speak it to the God within you. All right, so let me see. I am. Okay, I am presence. The light body activation. The I am presence is frequency mentioned in the Ascended Master's teaching. Is an individualized presence of the divine that rests within us all. Personally, I see no difference between the I am presence and what other people call the inner teacher or higher self. It is the aspect of divinity that lies within us, offering us great wisdom. It is the inner Buddha or the Christ consciousness. It is the part of our soul that has never forgotten that is connected to divine love. Even when our faith is challenged, there's a part of us that knows there's something out or in there, and that is I am. This card is the gateway that allows you to reflect upon the fact that its incredible, infinite, divine being is within you, always aligned with love and always offering wisdom. For a long time, the I am has been dormant, and we have been encouraged to believe we are insignificant and powerless. But the more we connect with the divine, the more we realize it is resting gently within us. We are the divine expressing itself. We are facets of God, the God particle, having an individual experience, but we are part of the whole. So to connect, place your hand on your heart and belly and say, I call forth from the core of my being the mighty I am presence. Great universal cosmonaut, star being, star power. Thank you for standing in the forefront of my heart and mind. Thank you for leading the way with your divine intelligence. Somebody, y'all, I ain't even done. Somebody is having a massive awakening about life right now. I don't know what they were doing it before. I don't know how they was coasting through life right now. Everything looked different. The trees look different. The cars look different. The sky look different. You know what I'm saying? What they watch and they consume on social media or on TV. Everything look different right now. This person's vision is different. Okay. Anyway, the messages is you are experiencing a great shift. Wow. Wow. Okay. I'm getting excited, y'all. You are experiencing a great shift, which is helping you understand yourself in ways that were previously impossible. What I just say? What I just because I was feeling that. This is an exciting time. I'm excited right now as I'm reading it. You are connecting with the highest form of intelligence within you. The body of light within you is growing brighter, and you are becoming aware of just how your actions and choices affect the unfolding of your future. The bright light you are is expressing itself unapologetically. Y'all, spirit ain't no joke. I ain't done. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Yo, somebody. This is the best energy I've seen in a long time. Like somebody, I love growth, y'all. If you don't know by now, I get so excited when y'all grow. When I have connections with y'all and I see you as the babies that you are, and then how your inner child start healing and your inner adults takes over and you just start growing. It just gets me excited because I'm like a proud parent. You feel me? Like, look at this person growth and development on their journey. I don't do this to be like, oh, I want you to be codependent on me. Call me for a reading every day. No, I love doing readings. Don't get me wrong, but your growth is the reward for me personally, right? Because I wouldn't be. That means I don't. If you don't grow, I'm not doing a good job. If you dealing with me, if you in my energy, I really don't deal with anybody on any level that ain't about no growth and development. No, we don't get along. I don't do that. I don't. And I'm trying. And if I'm biased, it's that it is the fuck it is because that's my journey. I am not about stagnancy. I don't believe in being stagnant with people. I don't. We talking about the same shit every time I see you. We not talking no more because I don't got the energy or the time to keep pouring into a bucket with holes in it. I don't. Anyway, that's my little. Anyway, Holy Grail. Let's get on it. I like this. This deck's so new because I ain't touched it, but I love this deck. Where were you? The Holy Grail, y'all. um. So this is about inner discovery, finding sacredness. You are what you see. Let me just say this too about the Empress energy, and I'm going to speak specifically about the mother energy in the Empress energy. Now, and I'm talking about a good mother, a mother that loves their child genuinely. I'm not talking about toxic mothers. So I'm being very intentional and specific when I say that because everybody's mama is not good. Okay. We as mothers that love our children and the children around us, our whole goal in life is for you to grow and be better than maybe even us or reach your potential and beyond. It is all about seeing you unlock something in you, right? The mother, a good mother, a great mother, whole intention in supporting and nurturing her child is for growth, development, happiness, joy, peace. She wants to see her child whole, not broken, not torn apart, not traumatized, not damaged. It's about being able to repair damage. We can't prevent everything as a mother. You can't. But you can try to help this child grow. Now, when they become adults or even teenagers, they get to do what they want to a certain degree. And when they decide to do too much of what they want and it ain't in the right order of things, we as mothers have to make a decision. Like, I've raised you to the best of my ability. If you choose to go outside of the discipline I've given you, the intellect that I've given you, the wisdom that I've dropped on you, and you decide to do something opposite of that, guess what? It's your choice and you may go. We have to release you to the world if that's who you choose to be. All right, let me read. Anyway, the Holy Grail has been a mystery for thousands of years. Many believe that it was a cup that Jesus drank from at the Last Supper, or that it was used to collect his blood at the I can't even talk yet. Crucifixion. While others believe that it was a person, possibly Mary Magdalene, it has also been described as a stone, a dish, and a cauldron. The energy of this card is strongly related to a physical space, which is the Chalice Well in the Gaspern, Southwest England, a sacred garden where many go to connect with the great goddess and discover the mysteries within. I don't know where that is, and I don't really care. But as a gateway, the Holy Grail is a cup of our heart, which we can allow to be filled by source light, so that we're overflowing with divine love. The energy that we call into the Holy Grail is the feminine energy of source, the Shekinah, the fierce yet graceful light that inspires us to dance to the sacred rhythm of life. This gateway, therefore, encourages us to stop searching outside of ourselves for truth, to go within to realize we've had everything we've been searching for the whole time. It's like inviting the divine in, but knowing that it was already there before we asked. So again, to connect, place your hands on your heart space and say the simple prayer. Dear Source Light, thank you for filling my cup of the cup of my heart, so I am overflowing with your love. And your message, you have been on a great quest, seeking, searching and discovering. But the further you've gone, the more your heart has called you back. You may still be looking for treasure, but you are now discovering that all roads lead back to you. The great source of creation holds up a shiny mirror in front of you. You see your reflection. You are the answer. You are the divine. You are created. You are creating. The gateway of your divinity has opened, and the vessel of your being is flowing with the infinite light. You have been searching for God, and God within. And God is within. So go within. This is the key to heaven. Your cup is overflowing. Your gifts are being unlocked. Let the world share your treasure. Y'all, thank you for witnessing this with me, y'all. This is deep. I don't know. Are we going to, you know what? I may not necessarily know who this is impacting, but I know somebody going to tell me. I know somebody going to come forward like, me, it's me. Let me show you. And I'm going to be so excited and happy for them. All right. So the Emerald Tablet is one of the most celebrated of, and this is the bottom of the deck, y'all, Hermetic texts, a series of sacred Egyptian and Greek texts from the 2nd century or earlier. They form the basis of Hermeticism, a spiritual tradition that brings together science and spirituality through investigation into the cosmos, mind, and nature. Most of the texts are series of dialogues between teacher and student and are based on the concept of alchemy, the art of turning lead into gold, or something that is leaden and heavy into a golden opportunity. Sorry, I'm rubbing my eye. The emerald tablet is said to have been carved on a bright green stone that was transported to Egypt around the fall of Atlantis and stored in the halls of Amenti under the Great Pyramid. Although this legend is widespread, the origin of the text is shrouded in mystery. We do know that it is made up of 14 passages, which appeared in a book written sometime between the 6th and 18th century, and has been highly influential. Its most famous statement is "as above, so below," meaning that what is in the high heavens is reflected upon the earth. The author signs off as Hermes. I'm not even going to try to say that, which is another name for Thoth, who is featured in this deck. And Thoth, if you don't know, is another version of tarot as well, based off of Thoth. Who, all right, and is thought to have been a priest king of Atlantis. The idea is that he knew of the approaching end of that civilization, and hid the Emerald Tablet and many other teachings in order to preserve them for spiritual aspirants in the future. So connect with self. Yeah. As above, so below. Work in the miracles of one. All things come from one. Your message here. When the Emerald Tablet activation card appears, you're being called to remember the gifts you are carrying from previous lifetimes. Even if you don't always understand how to express them, there's a part of you that knows you hold great power within. This is a special time for you to use that power to bring into manifestation all that you need for your life to unfold in a way that is in alignment with your best interests. All that has unfolded so far has given you the opportunity to learn and grow, even the unsettling moments. But you are a master alchemist with the capacity to take all that was once challenging and use it to create positive opportunities for yourself. As above, so below, all the thoughts you send up to the source will contribute to your evolution on earth. Drop the book like a drop the mic, okay? This is beautiful energy, y'all, for real, for real. Okay? Listen. Somebody is being blessed for finally sacrificing a bad 10 of cups. Now, this ain't going to be easy because, anything you got to sacrifice is a challenge. It's hard. It's not easy. But it's necessary. It's necessary for growth and development. It's necessary for somebody to come home to themselves. It's necessary for somebody to shine appropriately for the right reasons, for the right things. It's necessary. Y'all, this is really good energy. I'm going to end the reading right here. It's been long enough. I had fun. I love doing it as a live. So thank you for joining me. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for your likes, all of that. Thank you for coming. I appreciate y'all. But yeah, I'm gonna hit y'all up tomorrow because I'm chilling. I ain't really doing much. Just being mom. And I love being mom. So anyway, thanks for coming, y'all. Peace and soul, my people. Love you guys. Enjoy your Mother's Day. Peace.